This is the desert, southern Nevada. It's beautiful out here, but dry as a dinosaur bone. And with places around like Funeral Mountain, you know people have been trying to get across here fast. And yours truly, Wolfman Jack, is no exception. So hold on to your seats, baby, because I got the ultimate modus of transportus. The dune buggy, the off-road racer. Whatever you'd call it, they add up to the same thing. One of the most far-out, incredible, unusual races that you've ever seen. And I'll tell you no lies, baby. This is it, the Frontier 250. And nobody gets left out. There's movie stars, famous names, and others no one knows. There's me, and now there's you, baby. So get yourself real comfortable, because you're going to be right in the race with the old Wolfman, and with movie stars like Chuck Norris, football player Ben Davidson, rock and roller Steve Lukather of Toto, and the tube's own Steve Waybill. Are you ready? Then buckle your seatbelt, put on that helmet, because we're going to rock and race the 250 today. All right!
There's two kinds of people. There's car people and there's truck people. And if you're going to design trucks, you better know the difference.
Yeah. You know, I was in the desert last week. And there's this guy, and he has put a plastic liner in the bed of his pickup. And he's using it for swimming.
I believe it.
No, I swear, no, really. People want to do that kind of thing with a truck. They want to treat it like it's indestructible. I'm going to haul this and that. I'm going to tow this, and they need that kind of. They don't want to be delicate with the truck.
Yeah. The great thing is that we consider that. We consider that when we're putting it together.
Exactly.
People who own trucks, they like to get off the road.
Top hard bodies can take it. It's wonderful to drive.
Designed with respect for the people who are going to use it. Yeah. Well, I think we wanted to.
Mechanics say the right tool for the job. This truck is the right tool for the job.
Nissan hard-body trucks, built for the toughest race of all, the human race.
Mr. 4x4, the big boys toy store, has all the accessories, equipment, and all the trimmings for taking your vehicle out. Look for our weekly ads in the auto directory where you'll see specials from helper springs to bug shields to our new line of van accessories. Mr. 4x4, the big boys toy store, where we roll over the competition. 709 West, Riverdale Road, Ogden.
Turn on Texas Rangers excitement.
Play by Fletcher, flip to second and out. Drive deep to right field. Way back there, grand slam. Behind third, what a play by Bouchel. Great throw. Got it.
Breaking ball, Governor has it. Exclusive home games from Arlington Stadium.
The Rangers take on the defending champion Twins live Friday night at 6:30.
The Frontier 250. Wolfman calls it the rock and roll 250. 250 miles of sand and choking dirt and ruddy roads. 250 miles of slamming shock absorbers and bouncing bodies. It's no picnic out here for anyone, including members of the Nissan celebrity team, especially when you're trying to fit into one of these rigs, like 6'5" Steve Waybill, lead singer of the Tubes.
One thing, me and Ben actually have a disadvantage over all the rest of the guys because we're taller. Most race car drivers are short guys. And Ben, I know, can hardly fit inside the cab without ducking his head down. But we're both in pretty good shape. I think we'll handle it. We'll be able to finish without any trouble.
Standing 6'8", weighing more than 260 pounds. The only trouble former football player Ben Davidson has is keeping himself from eating the competition. Only kidding.
I wouldn't want my daughter to marry one. You know, you can see on my helmet here, I hit the side once in a while when you get those little sideway jerks, and it reminds me of the old days. It's kind of fun. It brings back happy memories.
Here's Toto, Steve Lukather, and his agent, Mark Hartley.
Too much, you know, there's going to be a lot of people out there driving a lot faster than we are, and bigger trucks, and we could get ourselves into a lot of trouble. But it's fun, man. I'll tell you, it's like nothing else, man. It's second only to maybe...
Hey, watch out! Don't try anything funny on this guy in the dark alley. He's black belt karate expert and movie star, Chuck Norris. You gonna beat Ben Davidson, Chuck?
I beat him. Well, I beat him last year, but don't tell him, will you? And
Really? Hey, Ben.
Don't tell him he'll pick me up like he did everybody else.
You don't have to be in fabulous shape. There's guys out here 60, 70 years old still driving. It's a sport for all ages.
How do you get in shape for this, Mark?
I try to run every morning and then just basically do as many exercises as possible just to try to loosen up my body. There's a lot of bouncing going on out there.
How you gonna keep warm out there, Fee?
Turn on the heater.
As Fee cracks up his heater, so do the other Nissan celebrity trucks. Each will be driven by notables with sponsors, pledged to donate money to the City of Hope Hospital. And you know there ain't no losers in a race like that. And out there with the rock stars and football players are backyard mechanics and seasoned pros, all turning on the heat. I'm telling you, it's enough to get the old Wolfman himself out there in the Wolfmobile. But before I do, I better listen in on some pointers from a racing expert like Jimmy Connor.
If you really get into a problem and you need some real pulling power, like you're stuck or soft stuff or something, then you can put it in the 4-wheel drive low range.
The preparation's the key in this kind of racing. The car has to be prepared properly. You have to be prepared physically, and you have to do your homework as far as the pre-running and getting the preparation to know and recognize the course. And I think everybody that's in the top really is prepared, and that's the key.
We just hope to finish.
Up over the hood.
That's enough for us.
Las Vegas, Nevada. And we gonna party tonight. We gonna cruise down the strip. Oh, mercy. It's almost too much for the old Wolfman. Neon lights, action, and maybe a little luck. You never know. The right toss of the dice, and the Wolfmobile could turn into something really special. I think Steve Waybill and Steve Lukather have the same idea.
What we need is luck. Okay? A little luck for a new truck.
Dave, you're going to need luck for tomorrow, Dave, because you're going to choke. You're going to choke.
No way. No way.
You're going to choke, man. You're going to You're going to be turned over on your back.
If you're like wrecked on the side of the road and I go right by, you're going to wish that I stopped, and you're going to wish you were much nicer to me tonight.
Really? Well, we'll see. We'll see.
We have a NAF roller here.
Yeah. Tell the technical department.
Waitress, my machine is tilted, waitress.
Tilted or not, the next morning everybody is headed 17 miles south of Las Vegas to the starting line, where pit crewman Pat Blackmore tells it like it is.
Last night, we had a pit meeting, and Myron Kroll drives a Nissan Cup truck, and he had quite a statement, I thought. He said, the truck will tell you when it's hurting, and they do groan and make horrible noises. But I thought that was a very good way of putting it to these guys. If the truck starts talking back to you, slow down.
You're going to have the time of your life.
Oh, you know it.
Who are you rooting for, dear?
Steve Kelly's going to win.
Steve Kelly?
Well, Marty Lettner is going to win overall. But Steve Kelly's going to win his class.
Hey, what's it take to come in first?
A good pace, no driver mistakes, and just take it easy, you know. A loop race like this, if you've got a good pit crew, they'll let you know where you're at. You know whether to pick it up or drop back a little bit. Just run a good pace and be careful.
With the race almost at hand, let's take out some time for a little love.
To love and to cherish. From this day forward. I do pronounce that you're husband and wife together. Amen.
All right. Okay, everybody. Smile for the Wolfman.
Got it? All right.
That was perfect.
You guys right away on the running board.
You ready, Steve?
I'm ready like you can't believe how ready I am. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped up. We're going to make it. All we want to do really is to finish. That is the idea, is to finish and drive a smooth race because it's really, really rough out there.
You think you can beat Steve Waybill?
I think so. We're going to give it our best. I mean, everybody's really nice and we're getting along great and everything, but once you get out there, it's like every man for himself, you know what I mean?
Roll over for the Wolfman.
Good luck, Steve. You're going to need it.
Steve Waybill trying to smoke down Steve Lukather. And pre-race favorite in the mini-truck class, veteran Mario Lisi. Good luck, Mario.
Thank you.
How's the truck running?
And the truck's working perfect. Never worked any better. We're going to go after it.
And they're off. With helmets on and racing suits, the desert waits for the pros and the coops. They have buggies and trucks all covered with dust. The finish line is a definite must. They roll over ruts that get bigger each time. A racer goes through them and tries to climb. It's too much for the Wolfman. His head starts to spin each time they race by with their minds set to win. The celebrity trucks screech out for the test. Waybill and Lukather zoom out with the rest. Their rivalry at the beginning for now. Who knows who will win and who will go down? All right, the race has begun. Let's vamoose, baby. And with hundreds of cars in 17 different classes coming at you off the starting line, who knows who's ahead of who? The only thing that the old Wolfman knows for sure is that the main celebrity rivalry between Steve Lukather and Wildman Steve Waybill is just starting to heat up. And the heat gets me thinking about being out here.
It's very hard to describe the thrill you get. It's a lot different than playing a concert. Just the sheer power of the truck and the power of the desert trying to stop you, trying to beat your truck into jelly. It's a unique thrill, and there's really no other way to capture it.
And talking about capturing, 10 miles up the course, and Lukather is right on Waybill's tail, trying to capture the lead position. Woo! What a race! Getting a little ahead, Steve and co-driver agent Larry Fitzgerald lead Steve into the pit.
Get some, we're all right up to it.
How we doing?
Great.
All right, pop it up.
You doing okay out there, Fee?
Just rocking and rolling over those rocks, man.
You need anything else?
Yeah, how about a new tail end?
We checked it. Looked okay.
No, not the truck's tail end, my tail end. It really hurts, man.
Just as important as the races are the pit crews. Each crew member has his own specialty. What'd you break besides your kidney?
Shifter?
How long will it take you to fix it?
Hopefully about 5 minutes.
Hey, you still got a chance to take it all?
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Good luck from the Wolfman. Hey, what's the problem, man?
Just can't get no gears. We have nothing.
So you pushed it to the pits to find out, huh?
Hopefully it's just a coupling on the shifter and we can get it back going.
You gonna be starting again?
Hopefully.
Where's Steve at?
A couple of minutes back, right behind you. He's coming up fast.
So Fee's doing well.
He's doing great. He's really doing great. I mean, we knew he would, though, because he's a good driver and he's real calm, you know. So he'll do it again this lap, I'm sure.
All right. Steve Waybill is doing so well inside, and he's starting to think he's just cruising around the freeway listening to Wolfman Jack's show. So the old Wolfman coming up with something real special just for the ride. Here's Steve Waybill singing one of his own tunes, You're Still Laughing. Rock and race yourself all over, baby. Yeah!
You could have knocked me down with a word coming out of your mouth. I was a shock guy round when you rolled down and hit the ground. I don't know what I'll say, but I have to tell you the truth. Went from a still west to the bed, and I took off my shoes. Why did you tell me you would when you would? Why did you shut me down and change your mind? Tell me why. You're still laughing. I'm left asking what to go.
We rockin' and racing, mama.
You're still laughing. I'm left standing all alone.
Racy! Racy!
Who would have thought you wanted to practice playing the key? Must have been taught to hold by a pro and an I wasn't prepared for this, and I still have a love in my throat. The lady in red is history, and all she left was a note. Why did you tell me you could, but you could? Why did you knock me off and put me on? What went wrong? You're still laughing. You're still laughing.
Oh, I tell you, baby, just too much. I just love this race, don't you? As Steve zooms up the course, Steve Lukather, his #1 neophyte nemesis, is having a few problems.
Tell Steve this race isn't over yet.
I think when you start to design a car, you begin with a person. You think about the person you're designing for, and then you design the car around it.
There are other people involved. There are mother-in-laws involved. There are kids involved. It's about individuals. It's about how they feel. It's about their egos.
Right. What we're doing is humanizing technology by approaching it from a human standpoint.
I hate to sound like a cliche, but you are what you drive. You sound like a cliche.
Nissan, built for the most important race of all, the human race.
Mr. 4x4, the big boys toy store, has all the accessories, equipment, and all the trimmings for decking your vehicle out. Look for our weekly ads in the auto directory where you'll see specials from helper springs to bug shields to our new line of van accessories. Mr. 4x4, the big boys toy store, where we roll over the competition. 709 West, Riverdale Road, Ogden.
Are you tired of paying too much for your auto classified ads and getting no results? We can help. At the Auto Directory, we'll run your ad until sold or up to 12 weeks for only $12.99. This is what some of our advertisers would like to say about the Auto Directory.
Hi, I'm Ray LeBrecq for the Auto Mall on Riverdale Road in Ogden, comprised of Freeway and Rocky Mountain. And we use the services of the Auto Directory.
After wasting my time and money trying to sell my cars using the other papers, I found the Auto Directory, and they sold my car.
Are you trying to buy or sell a car? Use the Auto Directory. They've got you covered with over 450 distribution points from Salt Lake to Logan. And best of all, they're free.
To place an ad, use your Visa or MasterCard and call in Ogden 394-4444. That's 394-4444. In Salt Lake, call 575-5444. That's 575-5444. Please call during these business hours. Deadline Wednesday, 6 p.m. Call now.
Into the pit again. And Steve Lukather comes on in to check out the damage. What'd you do to the car?
Oh, we rolled it. Took it for a little roll.
How'd you do it?
Oh, we were coming around this corner.
Anybody get hurt?
No, nobody got hurt.
Is the truck okay?
Seems to be. Got to check the steering. I don't know.
Here's Steve's wife, Marie. What do you think?
I've never been more petrified in my entire life.
What about racing?
He loves it, so I love it, but I have never been more petrified in my life.
Is that the Wolfman?
You bet it's the old Wolfman, sweetheart. How long were you upside down?
Well, we were coming around the corner, and Hartley started grabbing at me. And the next thing you know, we went up on the berm, and we rolled it.
Were you driving? You see Fee?
Yeah, we saw Fee. He almost rolled twice.
He did?
Yeah, I was right behind him.
You gonna catch up to him?
Are you kidding? We're pushing right up to the front. He doesn't have a chance in the world.
All right, competition's out here today. Rock and Racing's here to stay.
Go, man!
And whether he's rocking or rolling his truck, safety's the main word here. We want to make sure Steve's playing guitar for a long time to come. Rocking and rolling over those rocks. Oh, have mercy.
One more trial is gone.
Steve Lukather is just pressing that gas, race fan. Watch out, Steve Waybill.
Counted on blind distraction, chain reaction. My eyes are blood and my head. You're a tender trap. I see what you have. There was no look back. The thing was over.
Over Old Mining Road, across Splash Flood Gulches, down Power Line Maintenance Path. The course always conforms to Bureau of Land Management and High Desert Racing Association rules. It only runs down existing roads, and that helps those little itty-bitty cactus grow up to be big cactus.
Watch your rear end, Fee. I'm right behind you, buddy.
But whether you're racing past big cactus or little bitty cactus, the main object of this race is one thing: excitement. And Steve Lukather knows something about that subject.
It's a different kind of excitement than cutting a record or performing live, but equally as intense, depending on, like, when you're playing in front of people, that's a real intense rush. When you're in the studio, it's more like just hanging around with your friends, whereas when you're out there, you're doing it for fun, basically. So it's a different kind of excitement.
When your Wolfman tried going out there, I hit this bump, right away, right off the starting line. I flew up into the air, hit my brakes, but the Wolfmobile didn't stop. I rolled out my lawn chair right away, baby, and became a spectator fast, and you can say rock and roll 250. This is next to the last leg of the course, and the races are spread out all over. At this point, Steve Waybill is pushing further ahead of Lukather and the other celebrity class drivers toward the finish line. The last pit for the Nissan Celebrity Truck Class. This is it, the final stretch to the finish line. That is, unless you haven't made it here. So far, Chuck Norris is out of the race with an overturned truck. Ben Davidson is firmly planted in a 4-foot ditch, and Mario Alisi already screamed through here and is racing ahead towards the win. And last but not least, the numero uno rock and roll rivalry is headed toward the final fight with Steve Waybill in the lead over Steve Lukather. Steve has some final thoughts on the race as he tries to make up time by slamming that lead foot to the gas.
There are moments when it's actually pretty terrifying. When you don't really know where you're going. The first time it's around the track, sure, you get the pre-run and stuff, but it really changes radically after people have been racing over it. See, in our class, we're the last class to run. So a lot of the bigger trucks and the more high-powered vehicles go before us, and they tear the track up. So even if you pre-run, the track changes, and it usually gets a lot more screwed up. Like big boulders in the road that you can't see. You're coming up over a hill, and next thing you know, you could be on top of a boulder, and you could roll the truck down the hill. I mean, anything can happen. So you really got to keep your mind aware and be, rested and in fairly decent shape. Otherwise you could really hurt yourself.
At this point, Wildman Waybill is over 20 miles in front of Steve and the rest of the Nissan Celebrity trucks. With a lead like that, he has some time for a thought of his own.
I think driving and writing and playing music, in some ways they correlate because of the spontaneity. A lot of times writing a song, you don't know what'll happen. You don't know how the song will come out. You just start it and see how the lyrics go, see how the song progresses. And it's the same way in a race. You really don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if your truck will last, if somebody else will smash into you, if the desert will just be too tough to conquer. So there's a lot of spontaneity. There's a lot of impromptu decisions. You really don't know what's going to happen. It's a big question mark from the very beginning, and you have to pace yourself.
And coming in fourth over the celebrity finish line, and in first place among all the celebrities is Steve Waybill, the wild man himself.
Fourth, 1, 2, 3. This guy we beat because he started ahead of us. So we came in fourth. Yeah, oh man, we are 30 miles in front of all the rest of the celebrity trucks. Because when we were at mile 50, the first guy hadn't even crossed mile 20 yet. This man! I think we came in fourth there.
You think so?
Yeah.
And fourth isn't bad after taking a look at this off-road graveyard. Of the 139 cars, trucks, buggies, and other assorted contraptions that started the race, more than half never finished. The Nissan Celebrity trucks did somewhat better, with 3 out of 4 crossing the celebrity class finish line. Races like these are much more than just a quick outing to be forgotten after the day is over. They're testing grounds to develop better off-road equipment driven not only by professionals, but also by amateurs like the celebrity drivers. So even those who didn't make it are still helping to improve the trucks and buggies we need to enjoy places like this desert. Places where we can get real peace and quiet, away from the crowds. And maybe even watch a cactus grow. This your Wolfman Jack, and I'll see you at the next Rock and Roll 250. Be there or be square, baby.
There are a lot of people out there who are truck people at heart, but they just want the comfort of a car.
What we've done is combined all the aspects of a luxury car and of a tough 4x4.
When you step inside of a Pathfinder, it's like stepping into a luxurious sedan.
I mean, it's kind of like a civilized way to go bouncing down a dirt road.
The great thing it takes you places that aren't even places.
Nissan, built for the toughest race of all, the human race.
Are you tired of paying too much for your auto classified ads and getting no results? We can help. At the Auto Directory, we'll run your ad until sold or up to 12 weeks for only $12.99.
What happened to that lead foot out there, Steve?
I was right behind him, coming up fast. I would have beat the guy, but we rolled the truck. I demand a rematch next Sunday.
Next Sunday?
We'll be here.
All right. Wolfman's gonna be right out there with you again, baby. Rockin' Race 250. Put your pedal to the metal. Yeah.
Here it is, the best